everyone, it's BlackShadow here. Hope you're keeping yourselves fairly well, and welcome to, well, I won't call this Showmatch 2, that's probably a bit of a disservice to Bludgeon away on his summer holidays, but welcome you have to this feature game for Dune Digital on Immo to celebrate the release of Immortality in the mod. I got very kindly invited to play in a game with a variety of other content creators and streamers, specifically Diizz, who you might remember from Showmatch with Bludgeon and CJ. Also Jol Nar Binks, also known as Manta, and Sangluten, who was the person who organised the whole event in the first place, to have a crack at this game mode. This is coming off the back of me just having done my Heatwave stream where I played 3 games, played pretty well, won them, and it'd be nice to kind of keep going. But, you know, Immo is a very complicated and diverse place, and especially if you're not that familiar with Immo, maybe as someone that got into Dune fairly recently, mainly via Uprising, haven't seen a whole lot of it, this hopefully would be a good way to kind of showcase what the game can definitely do. It is a very diverse world where there are definitely some established things you kind of do and don't want to do, but you can go off that beaten track if you're feeling pretty brave, and yeah, there's a lot of fun that can be had. Really cool game, Immo, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. Okay, so game is getting underway here. Let's switch myself down to this. Weird having this without my YouTube chat up. Oh well. Anyways, okay, so 4th position. First to pick, Hello Meta World. Okay, so let's have a look what's going down here. Snoopers, ordnance, and flagships. Okay, fairly pricey. That might go early. As for the row, it's okay, it's nothing outrageously great. I think I'm meant to take Ilban here. We've got Beast, Baron, and Tezia who are going to be fighting and slaving each other over shipping and stuff, and Hundra will be kind of in that as well, so they're all kind of getting each other's way here. Ilban is going to be like more of a sole deck builder in this game, which might not be a bad idea. We're also playing this on asynchronous mode, by the way, as well, so there are no time limits, but obviously we're all here, so we can take a bit of time on decisions. The opening row is like okay, but nothing insanely great. So I think we'll go with Ilban, and we'll look to take a more deck building style route in this one. A lot of it is kind of, when you're in 4th position, you kind of have to take this with a big grain of salt, because easily people could just blow the row and change all this sort of thing. The one thing you're probably more interested in looking at is there any like high costing cards here? Because someone's going to take Face Dancer before me, and from the tanks, I don't think anyone's going to really take it that often. So we don't really know what this is going to be like. We don't really know what this is going to be like. So you're just going to kind of have a bit more of an idea of what you're going to look to do. Maybe, obviously, Wealth Mentat's an option. Maybe go Still Suits if Baron is maybe in 3rd and Hardy Warriors. It gives us Research Station, stuff like that. We can look to go, obviously, Great Flat Conspire, that sort of thing. You know, and you've got different options that you can sort of take. But yeah, this is definitely a situation where the row and the text can't really decide what you're going to do. So we do see Baron in 3rd. I'd expect to see Tezia 2nd, and then Hundra in 1st. It's all fairly standard meta. These are like probably the 4 strongest leaders in the game outside of, in their spots. Beast is around there as well. But this is all very high power. You see Hundra instead in 2nd from Diizz. Doesn't take Tezia. I think that's okay. You can go either way. Obviously, Hundra does get the intrigue. So we're going to have Tezia and Baron opposite each other, which probably isn't bad for either of them. But yeah, we'll play out this opening hand and see how we go here. I think it's for us, it's just get to Swordmaster as fast as humanly possible. And work out the rest afterwards. He might have ideas of maybe going like smuggling wealth. And then smuggle, get Swordmaster. Although that works. That's a really good combat for him, actually. That's absolutely perfect. We pull no faction access round 1. Oof. Oof. That is tough. That is a bad draw. For the 4th position. Tough stuff. So, pretty standard. Smuggling here. Baron's got choice of fold space or Hardy. Hardy looks pretty good at a point. So the first decision is going to probably be, significant decision is going to be us. I guess we just play the experimentations. These replace our Dune Desert cards in Immortality. Have these research icons on them, which push you along this track here. Get a variety of awards, specimens for like these cards. You can cash in for beetles, troops, that sort of thing. Does go Hardy. Still suits would have been nice, but that's the way it goes down. So the issue we've got here is that Hundro is 100% going to go in for this fight. And Tezia is also highly incentivized to go for this fight as well. So we can limp a troop in. But this could get very expensive. But we need to fight for money here. And we have no access to wealth, so we're kind of forced into this. We'll go skirmish. This gives Baron less places to... He can't use experimentations, basically, because he has no water. We'll limp in. And use the fact that basically we're going last as a way to kind of leverage and say, what do you want to do? It's nice to be able to play on async mode, by the way, as well. Obviously, we're not like doing this over multiple days, but it's kind of nice to host games like this async, so we just don't have to worry about having a timer like on a big complicated turn. Like we can just get it all done as we intend to. Obviously, for general purposes, not really that useful. Yeah, just wealths it. He doesn't need to get involved in the fight. I would 100% have gone there if I could, but had no access, sadly. Baron's probably got to get more dudes in here. If he's got city access, he kind of has to hit one. Oh, he doesn't. He negotiates with his ring. Now, what's going on here? Has he got double daggers? If he's got double daggers, why not just... Let's go Savfk. I think we kind of have to. It's really bad for Baron to Hardy Warriors and not win the fight. Really bad. Tezia, I expect, will take test and does. A couple of new cards out. Let's send out Gaib out there. Oh boy, Talaxu Surgeon's out there. Face Answer Initiate, so yeah, very strong for Tezia. Talaxu Surgeon, very scary card. I think that row has to not exist. I could definitely see Atomics here to rip the row out. Takes Carino as well, because she's got the extra grafting, so just rips it all in. Diizz is going to get the Surgeon. Very powerful card. Subject X137 comes out. That could be of interesting use. Maybe. We don't have any way to research station to kind of like expedite our stuff, however. So that's a bit awkward. I can only assume that Baron had double daggers. And went there just to do something. Row is blown. Did he have 5? He did have 5. So we're just going to win it on the dagger, which is pretty cool. If you're taken out there. Flicky Manty's out there. Benny's Sister's not a bad card for us. With our 3. This would be nice for like some loose cash as we go. But Benny's Sister's just going to be the better card overall. Alright. So we win the opening conflict. For the point. Not ideal for Baron. Takes a bit of pressure off us early. Now we just focus on getting the Swordmaster. As we have to be ready for Swordmaster by round 4. Now, how we're going to do that, I don't know. Cannon turrets does kind of help. Means we can look to like limp into fights and cannon turret to steal some Solari. There's an argument that says we hardy warriors. He has diplomacy. I think there's an argument that says we go wealth hardy warriors here. Because he's going to go Swordmaster, right? He's got double daggers and double faction. That's his 4 cards he's got there. Actually, no, he's got convincing, Diplo, double daggers. So he's going to go Swordmaster Hardy Warriors is what he wants to do. So I think we can actually go Wealth Hardy Warriors here. He might. It's really risky for him to not Swordmaster, though, when that is out there. That's very scary. And Tezia's right in front. Tezia's got all the reason in the world to go in and try and get this 4 Solari off of, like, Reconnaissance or something. Off of Carthag, I should say. So, I think Diizz is forced to Swordmaster now, which means we can get the Hardy Warriors first. And then if we can get to 2nd place, we can Swordmaster round 3. Tezia Mentats. Huh. That's not a move I expected. It's kind of a weird one as well with the fight. Like, I can Hardy Warriors. I don't know if I actually want to win or not. Like, I think I want to win. Like, winning's good. But 2nd place would be fine. Now, Diizz knows I've got cannon turrets, right? That's a good point. Bear in mind, of course, so he, at the start of the game, obviously got 2 intrigues. And I was the first to take an intrigue, wasn't I? Yeah, so he knows I've got 2 swords. Now, we're going to be in a bit of a funky spot of what we do in this row. Going atomics on free persuasion is kind of a little bit... I wouldn't normally advise it. There's not that many cards you're really looking for. Yeah, so he has to Steel Suit. And look at that. Just puts in the 1 troop. And that's because he knows he can't win it. So yeah, I think we go for the win. It's fine. I'd rather take the point. If we can go in the first 2 skirmishes, that takes so much pressure off us. We just don't have to worry about fighting for ages. And Arakeen with like our Signet Ring is just 2 Solari. And card draw. But yeah, that's a move that he's like, he knows he can't win. So whatever he pulled and took was not daggers. Subject taken by Manta. It's going to be a while until he gets that active, though. It's kind of just a cheap bump. But for a while, that card's going to be doing nothing. I guess he figures he's got shipping access, so he can just accelerate via experimentations. Which is not true. Hello. I think High Priority is just a nice card to have. It's a good reveal for us, for some loose money, which is always good. And it keeps it away from our opponents. Spy Smugglers, I don't think is as necessary. I think we'll just stay out of that. Do we take a Liaison? Right now, I think the answer is no. We might take a Liaison later on, and we will not take From the Tanks is not the worst card for Ilban. To just send that to, like, Mentat and such. But obviously, Stitched is out there. And Stitch looks very, very exciting. Tezzy's going to get us all in. And then the question is basically, does she pull Battle Intrigue? Baron will get the Swordmaster for us. Unless we come second place, in which case we beat him to it. What does she discard, by the way? Oh, she had Fold Space in hand. That's pretty nice. Must have got it from the breeding draw. She's got to put it all in. Like, I don't see how you don't. Yeah, it's kind of forced to. Irrespective of what she drew, I think you gotta whack it in here. And again, if we win, great. If we don't, like, we get Swordmaster, so both is fine. I don't know if anyone's going to be going Dreadnoughts much this game anyway, so it's fine. It's just 2 swords. I would much rather win than this. I was thinking, oh, Slari, but it's fine. Like, I can hit Welf. I can go Arakima Ring. Like, you know. There are other ways for us to make up the money in time. As you did not have it. Only problem Baron's got now, though, is if he cashes in for the Solari, he gives, he's going to give Swordmaster to Tezia. So he's going to be in trouble now. Well, no faction. We can hype, we can hit that, and do that. In fact, actually... we could go smuggling. Get to 5, 6, 7. And we've got a D6 on just pulling high priority travel. See what Baron does. Taking Beetles. Basically comes down to, does he take the cash? He's going to go Sonic Snoopers, up and down. That's a given. Holtzman comes off next. Yeah, he's going to give it away. But that's fine for me, because now we can go smuggling, Arakeen and Ring, and we'll get us our Swordmaster. And we are guaranteed access to it next round, so, like, that's fine with me. Just because I'm Ilbon doesn't mean I have to spam... I don't have to spam Manta, like, it's just not a thing. We can bump down, because we've got Experimentation in our hands, so I don't need to take the Specimen. It's for looking to, obviously, challenge for Stitched Horror. We should get that. Hard to see how we lose it. There are worlds. Hundred could go Research Station, but we're still revealing before him. Just guard the dagger? I don't think I need it. Yeah. Am I buying anything? Maybe. Like, it's almost always get rid of the dagger, but I was like, think about it. So yeah, feels kind of bad for Baron, unless he has Infiltration, which he might do. He might have Infiltrate. He just kind of, he cashes in his Swordmaster, but gives it to everyone else. It's almost to the point where I would have considered, if you don't have Infiltration, not just taking Spice. I would have really considered it. He's looking. He is digging for Infiltrate. He just scrapped them all as well. Just sacked everything off. He is looking for Infiltrate to try and get in there. That went down to 0 and up to 3. Dispatch it is instead. So... Convincing. That's a good pull. Could get double crossed here by an opponent. Would be unfortunate. They pay a Solari to take your troop output on theirs. Baron definitely could do that. See what happens. Blue Spice would be good. Gives us access to selective breeding and such. Especially as we're about to pull Stitched. Ultimate taken early. Holtzman can be a bit of a trap sometimes. If I would say with Holtzman. Getting it this early, like, it's fine. But sometimes people pull it like round 5, round 6, and they haven't put any spices on. I'm like, what are you trying to actually achieve with that? So we've got 5 Persuasion, and we have Atomic, so we are going to blow the row here. And see if we can find something cool. Landing rights isn't really strong enough for us, I don't think. Some interesting cards. Stitchable definitely taken, of course. Initiate looks pretty good just for general card drawing abilities to cycle through our deck. I think Assassination Mission is an interesting take if we're intending to, like, but we've got Stitched Horror as well. So we're almost certainly going to get the money out of that. So we'll take that as well. I was eyeing up Imperial Spy, but I think we've got the ability to do trashing and such. I think we should just focus on that. So yeah, round 3, not too bad. We're ready for Swordmaster round 4. We can get it with the dagger. High priorities, revealing for a bit of money on the side. Eventually, we'll be able to card draw off of that. But it's going to take a little bit of time. But on the whole, I think not a bad first 3 rounds. Stitch definitely helps. But we've got a lot of work to do. And as far as this is concerned, we will be looking to just, hyper trash. Just rock and roll. Go as hard as we can on trashing here. And then we'll see how things play out. Obviously, we want to find Stitch as much as possible. We're going to pick up 2 spice for the dude. That's pretty nice. Looks like we are. Sweet. All right. 2 spice for the troop. That's a good pay. Did not expect to get that, honestly. I'm expecting maybe 1. Nice. All right. So, of course, Hundred will be drawing 6 now. Grab that. Convincing found. Okay. So we're going to start building up a decent amount of persuasion here. The problem is what are we doing with it? The row is, like, kind of not great, truth be told. It's not that exciting. Yeah, and this is what you do as Surgeon. Just specimens, hit well, take bumps, and race on these tracks. Taxi Surgeon is, like, one of the most powerful cards in the game. 2 specimens for that is just wild. It's absolutely wild. Now we can highline as well. Yeah, Diizz is early favorite in this game. Definitely early favorite. I was really hoping Tezzy was going to blow the row and get rid of Surgeon, but didn't, sadly. And gets the Alliance here, at least. We do have access to selective breeding. Bear in mind, we're actually on 5+2, because Benny Sis doesn't account for that, so not a lot of persuasion coming. Trash the dagger. Wow. We're actually on 9 persuasion. Wow. I'm considering just revealing. Could go Aaron Keen. The problem is I don't really want to... I want these cards for next round, honestly. And obviously if I drew over these, it's because the row is so quiet. I think we just Spice Must Flow. They've all got actions. There's highline threats. There's all sorts of stuff being threatened here, so I don't think we need to get involved. I think we just reveal. Take the Spice Must Flow, bag the point. And that gives us 4 points without any friendships, which is very strong. Yeah, I think honestly, I don't see a lot of benefit. I mean, obviously we could like use experimentation, but we don't have anything really interesting to trash because all the trash stuff is over here anyways, right? So I think we just reveal. What else would I do? Problem is, if I get to 8, like, unless Manta buys something and appeals to something insane, it's one card. These guys aren't Atomixing beforehand, so there's not really a lot of advantage to doing it. There's no point going high priority tech negotiation. I'll be honest, I'd rather have the coin. Unless I just want to block Diizz. If I go there, he's kind of forced into highlining, right? And he has got faction access on him. I would not want him getting... Problem is, if he gets Shuttle Fleet, that money, like, that's blocking us from, like, Manta and such. I need to keep that away from people. I'd rather keep the coin. The other issue we've got is Tesia took test, didn't she? She did. She has played other memory. What did she do with that? I need to look at what she's done here. How is that in her play area? Diplomacy to send an agent to fold space. What? I'm a bit confused. I'm basically trying to work out, if I go there and she tech negotiates me, it's a disaster. Let's just reveal. Just because of that, I won't take the risk. Just because of that. Oh, I'll not take the risk. Just in case I've misread. Listen, I've got a feeling he's going Hardy Warriors anyways. We'll see. But yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on there with that. I was like, have you played that and dug out test? Yeah, rips the liner anyway, so... It was like, it's kind of like a block, but it's not really blocking, I don't think. So yeah, we got the 4 points. 2 battles, Spice Must Flow. Need to pick up these friendships to get us to 8, and then we're going to need a couple more points, obviously. We should get that for 9. Easily. Another Spice Must Flow, say, would get us to, like, 10. Do I think I could get to the end of this track did have test, or may have drawn it. Don't know. But that was scary. So, this is what we're looking at here. 5 bumps to get to the end. So if we went down and said 1... Let's say 2 hits are stitched. Gives us 5 total. I can probably cash in specimens for a 6th. And then I'd need to, like, find a 7th from, like, around here. Somewhere in this area. Which is a bit of an ask. But the odds of winning another fight are very low. Seeming to be played. Okay. I think assassination mission we just trash out we just trash. And I'm happy just to... So it's kind of a weird spot. I kind of want to go High Council. But I kind of want High Council... If I High Council, I can't play Initiate. Because I don't want to cycle Stitch. I can only draw 1 card here. So... It's kind of a bit awkward. But I think we do Stitch to Assassination Mission whenever we do. And maybe just accept we're just going to draw a load of cards. And I have to wait a little while to see Stitched again. If I get the spice together, like, I can go to selective breeding again next round, so... But getting our friendships is difficult. We've only got Diplo and Sister. That's all we've got. Which is... troublesome. Which is troublesome. But I definitely think we go down. I think this is definitely achievable. It won't be easy. Probably just play Stitched with experimentation here if we can. Take the Beetle. Beetle and Trash, I guess it would be. Restrictive Ordnance taken by Tesia. Indicates her intentions. That peels off Troop Transports. Starfleet's still out there. So, plenty of fine to be had here. Andro is taking the bottom route here to get access to shipping next round. Not unreasonable. That spice is gone, sadly. Which is unfortunate. Could have done with that. I guess just going smuggling is fine. Smuggling could make up for one of our bumps and get us some resources. In a little while. It's always nice as Baron to peel that. It's always nice as Baron to peel that. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. So we'll bump down, right? Gives us an intrigue as well, which we do need. Ooh, that's actually really useful. That's actually really useful. Trash Assassination out of hand. It's very useful. Especially when we're like looking about ways to try and get to the end here. Like that could well be a key card to help us get us enough distance. But yeah, I might just this is really weird and awkward. We could definitely Mentat, use Ring. It's kind of, I kind of would want the Ring first though to get me to. It's kind of awkward to do this and this. And again, it sucks to like cycle my deck around here. I obviously want to be seeing Stitch as much as possible. I don't think this is that bad. And it makes Dagger a very easy target to be trashed by selective breeding. Assuming I can pick up the loose spice, which I think is reasonably likely. Sorry about that. Why do I choose to do this in like 30-degree heat? Something wrong with me. A little surprised by that. Wants the specimens for Surgeon. Surgeon is just... You get Talaxi's Surgeon, you're just getting both points. Such a powerful card. The thing is, you can't really stop it either. Like, there's just so many places it can go. It's basically unblockable. So Baron Choemshed deliberately, which makes me assume that he's going to start hitting that to block me. Which would be my assumption. I think I'm bumping down anyways, because the coin will help me to get to a Mentat. So I could pay 5 Solari for High Council, and then Breakthrough basically gets me the coin for Mentat. Although I guess my Signet Ring would do that anyways, unless I draw something else that I really need to use, like I hit Diplo immediately. Really do with like Shuttle Fleet, but how we get the spice together, I haven't a clue. Yeah, it does Mentat. No surprise. So let's go ahead and High Council. High priority pulled. Okay. So coin. This is the thing like high priority, although I'm not even playing it for like its effect. Like the loose coins add up with for Ilban with like Signet Ring. You just kind of accumulate as you go. Gonna need to get the shuttle fleet somehow, but I have no earthly idea how I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a spice cash in at some point. Is there any chance I go all the way up and buy it as a discount? Is that even remotely possible? I don't I don't know. It's one way of doing it without having the spice. It's asking a lot, I think. I'd have to hit smuggling, like, round 6 and round 7. But it gives me 3 faction bumps. Or maybe even just setting up for, like, flagship or something. It's possible. I think given the situation, I probably have to just take the risk and go for it. That's a disappointing Carfag. I kind of don't want to go Arakeen. I'm a bit scared of double drawing here. There's a couple of cards I would not want to see, but I'm gonna have to double draw. We need obviously the loose spice, so. Just the way it goes down. Like, if I pull Experimentation, it's the only card that has any access there. It's really bad. Like, I basically want to see, and I have to, and it's only one card, I guess, but there's some cards I would not want to see. But I feel like what else are we going to do here? Like, we're not revealing. So it just goes down as it goes down. But yeah, definitely feel Hundro's probably got the advantage. I think is fairly reasonable. That is one card we did not want to see. Well, now I'm forced to take this route, especially pulling diplomacy. I've got no choice. I have to go for Shuttle Fleet now. There's just nothing to do. That'll cash in for the point, I would imagine. We've reclaimed. What a terrible draw that is. Ugh. What an absolutely horrendous draw. Kind of can't believe that just happened. Tesia takes the troops. So, I guess she figures she's just gonna... She's gonna get her specimens elsewhere. She might have it in hand, you never know. Spice was flow with Surgeon. Yeah. Looking very strong. I would expect him to have some swords to get in front of us. Missionaria like looks kind of attractive, but realistically, I mean, you've got the initiative, you've got 2 Benny cards. We might be able to find a way to get it to work. It might be clutch. We're so far struggling with faction. I think we go for it. Guild Impersonator. So we could actually... I can't top deck it. I can top deck it if I go through. When am I picking up Spice next round? Oh, I'm picking up Spice as if I cash in shipping, which I'm not doing. So... let's go Missionaria. I think we take Space Travel just for faction access. If I could get that paired with like Guild Impersonator, that'd be pretty cool, but it's not realistic. Brown had nothing to throw at. Okay. Well, troop and the spice and the intrigue. Getting some cheap rewards. Ooh, Bindu. Bindu's see what happens here. Yeah. For the record, I have yet to go Manta this game. Just throwing that out there. I'm yet to go Manta. This is actually not the worst for us. It means we can go smuggling. But yeah, I think we are now committed to going the distance here. The problem is that Baron's going to beat us to it. Right? Unless I can get the spice together for flagships. Oh, is he at the end of the track? No, he just takes the spice. I have to commit. I gotta go for it. Yeah, we gotta commit here. It's scary. That's where we're at. We don't need to worry about this. Stitch will get us there. We're probably forced to go like here, here, here. Maybe we can get to that. I need 3 pushes. That's 1. Hard to see how we're going to get the rest. Yeah, I think Baron's just getting the shot beat for us, and there's nothing we can do about it. So now the next question is going to be, if this is still open, do we just go for it? And just accept Shuttle Fleet's probably dead. I guess that makes it easy for us. You're just going to take it now. Yep. Fair enough. Well, that makes it an easy choice for us. Invasion ships. I don't think we can get the spice for flagship either. Like, I think it's kind of a bit foobar now. Definitely ain't getting any spice out of this. So I think it's just selective breeding, and then hope to get like Initiate, Missionaria, Diplo's there, Stitch is there, space travel, and just rush our bumps late. I think that's basically where we're at here. Signet ring found. Well, we're guaranteed smuggling access next round to at least cash in whatever we find. One, two, three. That's one. That's two. How in the world am I getting a third bump? Maybe I Bindu here and try and draw one of these cards. Fold Space is open. Steel Suit is open. Stitch is just great. Pulling this or this would be very bad, though. There is also Spice Must Flow to consider as well. So crazy, isn't it? So crazy. That's it. He's at the end, basically. He's nuts. End Sleeper? Oh my goodness. Jeez. Well, I'd say that looks pretty bad. I'd say it looks very bad. Now we just have to take chances. So we can Bindu and we can also draw at Dreadnought, depending on what we draw here. We are. I don't want to say. I think we're guaranteed Spice Must Flow. Probably. Diplo is found. Ah. Am I about to go secret and all in on the Bene Gesserit alliance? In the hopes that I find something that gives me the Spice Must Flow? Is that literally what I'm about to do? I think that's legitimately what I'm about to do. I knew the steel was there as a... Oh my god. He had corner. He had corner. He had corner. So, we can urgent mission and go Dreadnought for a D6 to pull space travel. Or we don't worry about it and we get in troop transports now. And go for the water. Stitch will give us the water. But we never get the research station in time. We might get the Great Flat in time. It's a D6. I can't justify that. I don't know what I'm doing with 7. These guys are revealing ahead of me that I might blow the row and pull something off interesting. We want spice. Let's get the Emperor point. He had Holtzman and corner. Oh my god. That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Do we take Guild Impersonator now and top deck it? If there's any way to try and hope to get these bumps, it's probably with that. So I think we do, because we've got Stitch. Sorry, it's the wrong menu. Stitch gets us to this. Yeah, I think we do it. Top deck that. We'll pull Local Fence for resources later on. It's a 2 persuasion card. Duncan, Idaho. Ain't doing a whole lot for us. Give me 1 liaison. And we'll call that a day. Deck is uncomfortably big. It just kind of is what it is. Oh my goodness. I mean, if we hadn't have stole that, he wins the game. Holtzman, Surgeon, and Corner, you just win the game. And there is no escaping that. Wild. We have an Observer. Very cool. Grand Vision is the combat. It's not ideal. I don't know what's ideal and what's not. We have not pulled Experimentation. Oh my goodness. I need to find that. So, we have Decision. We can hag a basin to get to Highliner. He's playing like he's got Grand Vision. He's got, whatever you want to call it. Or we take Guild Impersonator and just play it on here to take the spice. Obviously, we can just Manta and triple draw. What am I doing with the spice? Oh my god, Quarters is out there. Well, I have no idea what to do now. I haven't got a clue what on earth I'm meant to do now. Just don't know. Missionaria can be played with Stitch, probably. I think we have to go Quarters. Get that bump. And then probably just hard hit this with, like, thingy. I think we give up Mentat. I think Quarters is too important here. We will not Stitched. Experimentation found. That is not space travel. That is not space travel. I don't have a way of drawing it. Really. Unless I somehow am allowed to go there, which would shock me. But again, I don't think I've meant that at all game. We have experimentation. Experimentation is only getting me to there, though. Experimentation is doing nothing, really. So I don't see a winning line, truth be told. Spice of Slow is worth 2, but I don't see how I'm getting that either. And the thing is, I now need to play, like, all sorts of cards at the same time. Even if I can Mentat, is it worth Mentatting is basically now the question. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So, we're gonna graft that to this, just to get the bump. I can still highline. Actually, I think that's what we do. I think we actually go Stitched here. And then we graft Guild Impersonator to Missionaria to Highline. And then we don't get the bump there, but we get the bump there. I think that's the only thing I can see that makes any lick of sense. I don't think we've got anything else that works here. Get rid of Recon. Give me that. Give me the troop. And at least gets me to 10. The game doesn't go another round. The game is ending. There's no way it goes another round. But I think this is like the best thing I can possibly do. It's kind of a little bit sad as well, because like I can get the double bump there, but it doesn't even do anything for me. It stops that being lost. That's about it. But, yeah. Surgeon, Holtzman, and Corner Market. Absolutely hideous. But yeah, I don't think blue loses this anymore. I think blue is just guaranteed to pretty much win this. So it's basically a fight for second is where we're at here. I feel like we've done a decent job of scrambling. Our deck ultimately is not the best. And I think our hand was kind of forced a couple of times. Water of Life as well. Oh my god. Yeah, blues winning this. We ain't stopping them anymore. It is just a battle for second. I mean, Stitch did enough. It got me to there. I'm gonna get the friendships, so that's cool. I think the fact he had that is absurd. Obviously, even though we stole it, we still not gonna win. He's still gonna win, which is even more nuts. But yeah, I feel like I've played pretty decent. I've done the best I can. He can just dig for intrigues. Like, there's nothing else for him really to do. He knows this. He knows the game is over. He's sitting on, like, at least 12 points, if not more. Not much you can really do. Not much you can really do. Sleeper as well. You'd have thought he was the Baron. And we have to play it with this. Even though technically we could graft it with that to get the extra card draw, it's obviously not doing anything, so... But Baron seemingly has... I mean, it's interesting, actually. Baron is playing like he's got Rapid. And if he wins it, he takes that. Probably. Yeah, seems reasonable. Can't do much else with it. But yeah, he's playing like he's got Rapid Mobilization, so... Did get Missionaria value though, which is cool. Like, Missionaria, typically, not a card I normally use, but with grafting, Missionaria is a much, much stronger card. So, kind of cool to get the synergy off there. That was kind of neat. I just really wish Tezio had sacked off Surgeon. I just knew the moment Surgeon peels off, I'm like, he's going to be so strong here. So strong. There are a couple of end games which, if you've got 10 or more Solari, you get a point. I still lose on Spice Tiebreak. As I come second. It's really weird. I kind of like almost want to come second here so that I'm ahead on Spice. If I win, I can't win the game. But I could technically come second, get the Spice, finish on 4, 1 ahead, and then get the War Chest, or I think it's Economic Positioning, I think it's called, which gives you the Solari. Although it doesn't matter, he's going to get Spice's Flow anyway. He's going to be at like 12, so... It's not really that relevant. Yeah. There's nothing you can do. Water of Life. Huge shrug. Run out. Spice was flows. Yeah. Couldn't have done much more here. I think we did everything in our power to get that. Corner is just nuts. It's nothing. Didn't have it, huh? Tezio winning would be the worst case scenario. There's war chests. Well, there's one of them. Yeah, like I say, us winning is not really that beneficial. So, what are you gonna do? We did what we could. We did what we could. Bypass does nothing. Officially, this is best tie. Officially, this is best tie break. Is this? For what it's worth. Not that it matters though. Yep, that is all she wrote. No TM. I was hoping TM would peel off at least, but yeah. Power Talaxi Surgeon, man. Talaxi Surgeon, just you get Talaxi Surgeon, you get that. Yeah, I took his corner and he still won. Like, you can't block it. Like, you can't block well for all that. You're not blocking cities. And the specimens you just you basically just reveal your experimentations and just never really play them. Or play them into specimens to get towards the end anyways. And you just let Surgeon just do the work. Incredibly, incredibly powerful. And was the difference maker here, realistically. Because he got that, and free Spiceless Flows. And all that, so there you go. Gave it a good shot. We didn't come last. I'll take it. But, yeah. Not a whole lot to do. Stupid Grand Vision. So that's going to be all for this one then. Ultimately, I think personally played alright. I don't really see how I could have scored any more this game, truth be told. Stitched obviously did a lot of lifting, but there wasn't really a whole lot of bite outside of that, sadly. Shipping, never got anywhere near it. We managed to get up and down. I do think Shuttle Fleet was a good idea, but got just hard taken, which was a little unfortunate for us. But we still got the friendships regardless and held on for the alliance. But yeah, just not enough going on there with this deck ultimately. We got a bit of cool, kind of send that to Highliner. We got that off to get the friendships at the end, but I don't think we could really have scored much better in the position we're at and what we had given to us. So yeah, not unhappy. Can't win every game. But yeah, definitely good to show them, demonstrate. Talaxi Surgeon, very strong card. Have a good one, everyone. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.